Mashiach comes, there's going to be one king. He's going to be the king of the whole world. There's not going to be any countries, any government. There's one king who controls everything. Every single country in the world is basically just a province. There are no presidents, there are no governments. There could be mayors, governors, but there's one federal government, we'll call it, and that's Israel, and that's controlled by Mashiach, together with the Sanhedrin.
And that is what the false Messiah wants to do. He wants to establish a state of Israel in Jerusalem, which will rule the world.
Well, I should be asking you, how does today feel for you? The first Jum'ah after liberation of Damascus.
I don't know. I can't describe it. This was a 14-year fight, and to be real,
You're tearing up. You're tearing up. You're tearing up.
Independent Islamic Republic.
A former al-Qaeda terrorist has visited the White House. President Trump hosted Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa in the Oval Office yesterday.
A new regime rises in Syria, promising strength, promising sovereignty. Yet, yesterday, Israeli forces entered Quneitra in Syria, 3 times actually in fact, in a single day, setting up 3 different checkpoints and stealing further Syrian land. My dear friends, we have 3 incursions in one day. No meaningful response from the new so-called leadership in Damascus. All of this breaks the 1974 disengagement agreement, a line meant to protect Syria after the 1973 war. What's very strange is that we don't hear much from the Salafi Wahhabi crowd who cheered war against Bashar al-Assad, the Salafis who shouted liberation and dragged half the Muslim world into this chaos.
وأن يحل عنهم ما يسمى بعث الشر فإنه حزب سيء خبيث خطير. البعث العربي ما كان للعرب بعثا إلا ببعثة محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وهذا ضلال ويتحكم به نصيري ورث السوء عن أبيه.
Now they have their own Salafist hero, Jolani, sitting on the throne in Syria. And what's he doing while Syrian land is taken piece by piece? Where are the Salafis who are crying on YouTube over Bashar al-Assad and his crimes? Nothing. Silence. Not even a token protest. But hey, maybe the outrage only activates when somebody screams Shia.
Look, I am Muslim and from Syria. Netanyahu is much better than Bashar al-Assad.
I agree with that one.
Okay?
The reason why Ahmed al-Sharaa rose is because of blessings from Donald Trump and foreign interests, not from the Syrian people. The world is moving towards Pax Judaica, a regional order shaped to serve Israel's supremacy. And in Syria, doesn't it look like the script is already unfolding? A leader praised by Salafis, silent as Israel walks across the border.
You're tearing up. You're tearing up. You're tearing up. But these are tears of joy, surely.
yeah, man. I mean, it took 14 years.
My dear friends, this Ahmed al-Sharaa is just another foreign-approved steward of Pax Judaica. So what does that make the so-called Syrian revolution? The Salafis who flew in from east and west, fighting, bleeding and dying, believing they were freeing Syria from Bashar al-Assad, only to deliver it into the hands of a ruler aligned with the very powers they claim to resist. If sovereignty is ignored, if borders mean nothing, if a new ruler serves the new world order, then who were the real fools? My dear friends, Syria deserves a real independence, not Pax Judaica. Thanks for listening to the Independent Islamic Republic. Assalamu alaikum, have a good night.